Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Are you a big Seinfeld fan? Then you probably already know what made episode number 116 such a huge hit. It was the stone-faced immigrant chef affectionately known as the Soup Nazi, and he made No Soup for You a household command.
He sure did. There it is. Larry Thomas is in town tonight to celebrate a big Seinfeld anniversary. He'll be at tonight's Admirals game signing autographs, and more on that in just a second. But first, we've got him right here on our couch, so without further ado, it's Larry Thomas. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me and feeding me the most decadent thing I've eaten in a long time. Delicious, though.
We do it right here in Milwaukee, don't we?
You know, I'm like an amateur chef. You know, and it's total coincidence. I've always loved to cook. Has nothing to do with having played the Soup Nazi. But it was just funny listening to the chef talk about making a roux and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, I know how to do that.
Yeah, see?
The things you learn when you're studying for a role. And that's something we were talking about, before is you kind of preparing for this role. How did you prepare? Because there is a real Soup Nazi. Did you study him?
No, I actually didn't find out about him till later.
Okay.
As with a lot of auditions, you get a call at about 7:30 at night, and they go, show up at 10 a.m., whatever. But with this particular audition, they didn't have anything on paper to send me. So I didn't know what the dialogue was going to be like. But I did know they said he's the Soup Nazi and he speaks with a Middle Eastern accent.
That's all you knew.
And I went home and I popped Lawrence of Arabia into the VCR, and there was Omar Sharif, and I'm going like, Middle Eastern accent. And he says, "You're drifting, Lawrence. Stop your drifting." And that's all I did all the way to the audition. I'm just driving in my car going, "Stop your drifting."
That's so. What was it like to play the Soup Nazi on Seinfeld? I mean, this is a role that you were nominated for an Emmy for, which is congratulations for that.
Thank you. It was a whirlwind. I mean, just every actor just goes like, I need the job, I need the work, and then it happens to be your favorite TV show, and you're going like, wow, I'm really lucky to audition for this show. And then you go there and you walk in, and there's a room full of guys who I later found out who Larry David was, and Spike Ferriston and Peter Millman and all these guys. But at the end of the room is Jerry, and it's like he's in my living room every once a week, and he just goes, hey, and it's kind of like,
did it make you nervous?
That's weird. Well, a wonderful actress named Sherry North, who later played Babs Kramer on Seinfeld, but no relation. We knew each other years earlier. She said to me once, she goes, my opinion is if you're playing an extreme character, don't let them know who you really are. They won't be able to handle it or something.
So you walked in as the character?
I walked in an army uniform, wearing a beret. It was just a crazy idea I had, and just happened to have had a mustache and a few days growth, so I looked like Saddam Hussein, which was not on purpose. It was just a big accident. But of course, I saw Jerry, and I remembered Sherry North's words, and I just looked at him and I went, ah.
Really quick, you got to say no soup for you.
No soup for you.
I love it.
The first time I said that, he laughed his head off, and I didn't even know why it was funny. It was just so quick,
It's
so it's comic,
awesome.
Gene. 1, 2, 3.
No soup for you.